It was cracking. This is Be Real, the Buddha Master, chilling with the hitman Julio G on Montreality. Man, my head was always like thinking about something else. Realistically, you know, I was either drawing shit on my table or writing some sort of poetry shit on the desk, and I'd get in trouble for that. So, when I was in school anyway. Man, well, as a teenager, like for a short minute, I worked for my father, who's a truck driver, and you know, that consisted of going on long trips with him and loading boxes and unloading boxes off of the trucks and shit like that. And I realized, man, I don't want to work for my father. Shit's fucked up. So, you know, soon while after, I kind of hooked up with the wrong kids, and I just started kind of slanging out there, you know, survival instinct on the street style type shit. My first big paycheck, like that we all got a lot of individual money, was for the St. Ides commercial we did. I didn't even drink St. Ides, man. You know, I thought the shit was horrible. It was malt liquor. I didn't even drink at the time, man, but, you know, everybody wanted to do it. You know, it was a democracy, so we were like, fuck it, all right, let's do it. So I said, I'm gonna take this check and I'm gonna go buy me a Ford Explorer. And that's what I did with my first big check. I got me a green Ford Explorer. It lasted me a long time, and then I gave it to one of my homeboys and he smashed it. The key to success, there's no one key there, you know, there's several factors. No one really knows how to be successful. It just sort of happens. People gravitate to whatever message you got, whatever music, or just the fact that you can entertain the shit out of them, you know what I mean? They all gravitate in some sort of way. It's, you know, the success really is in keeping that going, the longevity of it, and that comes with a lot of different things. For us, it was always that we always made time to interact with our fans, you know, whether it's a handshake, photograph, you know, signature, anything like that, you know. And today we interact through BeReal.tv, you know, we're always doing that sort of thing. The other element is the live show. Always like keep them wanting to come back to it. You know, you got to give them 100% when you're out there. It's got to be tight. It's got to be clean. We came from a school of hip hop that it was a lot of energy and everybody had their shows together. You know what I mean? And you know, ultimately the music. You know, the music has got to be good. Whether it sells a lot of records or it doesn't sell a lot of records, the quality of the music has to be there, and that comes through passion. You know, and we've always been passionate about hip-hop and doing music, and we grew up competitors like that, whether it was sports or just anything, breakdancing, popping, stuff like that. We were always competitive out there, so, you know, our passion and competitive nature has always kept us going, so it was all those elements for us. Somebody else, you know, I couldn't speak their story, but that's what it was for us, and it was the work that we decided to put behind it. Being there for the interviews, being there for the press, the radio stuff, being on time for all that shit, doing the videos, and all those little shit that rappers take for granted and fuck it up because, you know, they're too lazy to do it. You know, we did all those things because we had a chance to see people before us make those mistakes and see where they went, and we just decided we weren't going to make those mistakes. So you want to be a rock superstar. Let you know what this shit is really like. But I did that through a song, just the short version of the book. Right?
A majestic eagle.
A majestic eagle. Touching down on the ground to shake my feathers and then fly away. Look for a rodent to eat. No, I don't know, man. I never thought about that. You know, that's pretty deep, especially for my level of highness.
You were a weed plant.
Yeah. I must have been a weed plant, man.
He was a weed plant. That's great.
I got smoked when I was very young. Something that would take forever. So I keep myself dead so I don't give them bastards the satisfaction. All you can eat until you die. Yeah, I guess for me it was probably Bart Simpson because he just didn't give a fuck. You know, he was anti-authority. He was always pulling fucking tricks. The Simpsons was pretty, iconic. Bart Simpson was a little bastard, so I would say Bart Simpson.
And now the band you've all been waiting for, Cypress Hill!
Another Cypress Hill album, definitely. We're in the works for that. We're gonna, after these tours are over, after we're done with that, we're gonna go down and head over to Muggs' studio, chop it up with him, and figure out what we're gonna do on the next album. And for me, a solo thing, that's definitely gonna come. I'll probably do a mixtape first, just to warm it up again. Just because I haven't put a solo album out in a while, but I put like 2 Cypress projects out right after the solo thing, so it was it's been busy for me, you know what I mean? But that's how we keep it. Muggs is always working on something. Sen and Bobo are always working on something. And so are we, So we just all keep it moving until it's time for Voltron to form, Right? It was Voltron, right? krs-one. krs-one, Eminem was another guy, you know what I'm saying? Those 2 guys, my favorites. Jay-Z too, but he does some dope shit right now. Like what he's doing is dope. I don't know if that's necessarily my realm, you know what I mean? But what he's doing is dope. So those are the 3 favorite MCs I have that I'd want to work with. Busta Rhymes too, actually too. At the time it didn't, because I was young and ignorant and stupid. I thought, like most gangbangers that live through a first bullet, you think you're invincible for a while. You walk around with your chest out, So for a minute it didn't necessarily affect me. It was the fact that Sendog and Muggs and Little Puppet came to me and kind of like pulled me out of the gangbanging, like saying, hey, we got this music shit jumping off. You used to do it with us. Why don't you come back and, try something different? So that was mainly it, because I was still like totally locked into being in the hood, and I didn't think that I was gonna ever leave it. But they took the time to come and get me out of there, so it was kind of, like, oh, what do I got to lose? Fuck it, let's go. And fortunately it worked out. We're here 22 years later, rocking it. Man, he was a really cool dude. Easy to get along with, man. When we met D12 for the first time, he was like one of the first guys we met. I think it was him and Bizarre. And he was just naturally clicked in with us, man. Like the type of homie we knew back home, you know what I'm saying? Just people that been through the same shit but live in different places, you know what I'm saying? Connect and relate and all that stuff. And I got a chance to kick it with him on tour in Europe. We did anger management with MD1250 exhibit and all that, and so we got a chance to know those guys then, and me and him, we became friends, and we managed to be able to work together. He let me produce a track for his album, and that's the one with him, Meth, and myself. So it was cool. I didn't really know that he could spit it like that till we did that song, because he like did a style that I hadn't heard him do before. That shit was kind of tight. It gave me a whole other respect level as an MC. As a person he was already cool, but as an MC I was like, damn, he's killing it. Word up, man. Hey, man, if you ain't a Cypress Hill fan, be a Cypress Hill fan. If you are, thank you very much. Go check out BeReal.tv, www.bereal.tv.